Okay, I'm going to start, and I want to welcome you all tonight to this webinar, and I'm going to just throw you right into it, Raquel. I'm going to introduce you all to Raquel Christie and let her tell you a little bit about herself and start her webinar. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Thank you. This is going to be a very interactive, very interactive webinar. I will wait patiently until someone speaks to me, I promise. Well, welcome to this amazing opportunity to just get into our minds and learn the business of being human. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself, and then we're going to get right into it. There are going to be moments within the webinar where I'm going to ask for volunteers. I'm going to ask for examples, if someone could give me their perspective. I just really would like for you guys to really get involved in this. This is how this would work best. And at any point, if I'm speaking and you kind of want me to go over something, you have any questions, you can definitely, I guess, raise your hand or say something, and we'll take a moment to go over whatever it is that you need for us to go over or to chat a little bit, and then we'll continue. Cool?
Cool.
Great. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm Raquel Christie. I am the owner and operator of our Christie Modern Hospitality, which is a modern hospitality firm. We specialize in celebratory events, education for professionals in the celebration and hospitality field, as well as being millennial trendsetters. I come from New York, and I live everywhere. Sometimes I joke and say I don't know where I live, because sometimes I'm in D.C., sometimes I'm in Atlanta, sometimes I'm in New York. So I'm not really sure where I live today. Today I'm in Atlanta, so I live in Atlanta today. And you know, I come from a West Indian background, just to kind of give you a little bit of history of me. I went to Howard University, and I studied hospitality. Yeah, HU. So I studied hospitality management when I went there, but I initially went into Howard thinking I was going to be a lawyer. Well, that's what my entire family, including myself, thought. And then things changed. It changed really when I was 16 years old, and as I mentioned, I'm West Indian, and my mother, I grew up in an area that had predominantly West Indian and Hispanics. And so every weekend I was going to a quinceañera, and we were just loving it. You know, every weekend we're doing this party, and they had this whole court, and it was amazing. And I went to my Jamaican mother and said, Mom, I want a sweet 16. And she was like, okay. So her idea was a barbecue and, you know, putting some jerk and make some cargo. And no, I was like, no, I want the quinceañera. I want a court, and I want a ball gown, and I want 16 candles, and I want all of that. So together we had to figure out how to do this thing. And she threw me the most amazing Sweet 16 party, which I still speak to this day because it was so awesome to me. But what that did was it welcomed me to the world of celebration, and it really took a turn on my life because, as I mentioned, I was going to be doing law up until then. So I went to college, and I had this idea of being this catering company owner because I thought at the time, being naive, I thought I wanted to open a catering company because that's why my Sweet 16 was great. And told my West Indian parents that, oh, yeah, I'm not going to go to law school anymore. You can imagine how they took that news. It wasn't that wasn't what they had. I'm like, oh, I'm going to open a catering hall. So they weren't all excited about that, but I was just so sure that I was going to be a business owner, and my father had always instilled in us that owning your own business was the way to go. I just didn't know exactly when and what it was going to be. So fast forward, and we can go to the next slide.
Oops, what happened? Went too far, sorry. There we go.
No problem. Fast forward, and I saw the movie The Wedding Planner. And I said, that's how I'm going to open my catering hall. I'm going to be a wedding planner. And I'm corny like that, so things like that affect me. And I decided that I was going to walk into this world of celebration. So as I'm studying in school, I'm working back of the house, front of the house. I'm an on-site coordinator. I'm doing any and everything, and I'm so excited and eager to be a part of this world of celebration. And I didn't want to limit myself, so it wasn't going to be just a wedding planner. It was going to be an event planner because I wanted to help everybody, and I wanted to just make everyone happy on the most amazing days of their life. Fast forward to now, I produced hundreds of events all over the country. This is one of our amazing events. You can go to the next slide as well. There's going to be a few pictures here just to kind of show you what 9 or 10 years later it looks like. This is some of the events that we produced. I have an amazing team. We've gone through the ups, the downs, the roller coasters. You can go to the next slide as well. Thank you. And we've been able to take part in some of the most amazing days of our clients' lives. And I'm really excited about it, and it's such an amazing dream to come true. And, you know, I tell people all the time, it was a dream that actually turned into reality, and it took a lot of work, and it took a lot of sacrifice, and it took a lot of knowledge, not just full book knowledge, but real life knowledge into knowing how it is to work. Next slide, please. Thank you. So I had a dream maybe about 2013 of the best wedding in the world by the name of Top Bliss, and it literally was a dream. I had a dream that night, and I sleep with pen and paper next to my bed every night, and I also take showers with the recorder in the bathroom. And it really is because I get my ideas during my sleep, and I gain clarity when I'm in water. So sometimes when things just don't make any sense, if I just sit in a pool of water or take a shower, it makes all the sense in the world. So that's why I have the recorder in there, so I can just speak out loud and have it all documented. So one night I had this ridiculous dream of this big group pop-up wedding that people were crazy about, and they didn't know what was going on and who was going to be there and where it's going to happen, and they were going to pay to do it, and it was going to be awesome. It took 3 years for us to develop this concept, and 3 years for the public to embrace it. And now we have created Top Bliss, which is the best wedding in the world.